Hey everybody, my name is Jen Toxvig and I'm the person who opens and facilitates Women Who Write Musicals on Facebook, and I'm so grateful to have so many wonderful people keep me company in the group and share their wisdom with me. I selfishly opened the group because I needed some friends, and there you all are. So that's awesome, and I'm endlessly grateful for that, and Therese for you starting this vlog, which I think is brilliant. So I wanted to respond to the thing about vulnerability and how I deal with it. I've been thinking about it, and I think I only do things that make me feel like I'm taking a risk because it feels like proper work if I'm doing something I've never done before. Because then partly I can say, well, I have no idea how this works, so anything that happens is the right thing, and it doesn't matter if it all goes tits up because I have no idea what I'm doing, so that's fine. I also think I like the excitement of letting the work be in control of what's happening rather than me being in control. And if I've done a thing before, I often feel like I know how this goes, and then I try and make it go how I think it should go. So I think I look for the risk and the vulnerability in a new project, and feel most comfortable in that situation. I think that's true. That's not very helpful, I know, but everything we do feels scary. I don't know how to get away from that, so maybe I just embrace it and go with it as an indicator that I'm on the right path, if that makes sense. And Ariel, I wanted to respond about collaboration. I'm sorry that you've had some not easy collaborative relationships. They are difficult. I mean, relationships generally are not an easy thing. I think there are two things that have to happen. It's really good to be truthful to your own voice, because that's all you can do as a writer, is write in your own voice. And I think it's really good to be truthful to your unique collaborative relationship with somebody else's unique voice. Like, I have lots of different collaborative relationships, and they're all unique, and they should be. The most important thing about that uniqueness is the work demands it, the work needs it. So I don't think it's selfish at all. It's not about you being truthful to your voice, is about supporting the work.
King's Cross.
So there's a thing called textual integrity. I can never think of it. Textual integrity, which is a phrase that means only the person who created the work, or people who created the work, should have access to making the choices as to what goes into the work. So it's a copyright protecting thing, textual integrity, in that it means you define who has the right to do that for the work, but it's also just about making sure that the work is only filtered through the eyes of the people who are creating it, and not interfered with by other voices having other opinions about it. It's an important phrase to use if you're involved in doing dramaturgy on somebody's work, because as a dramaturg, it's my responsibility to make sure that I'm helping the writers achieve their intentions for the work, not mine, because the textual integrity demands that their authentic voices are the only ones that are present. So it's not selfish, it's good for the writing. I've not described any of this on a bus before, so I'm sorry if I'm being a bit stumbly about it. But yeah, textual integrity is a really important thing, because we care about the things that we're making. So the things I make are, I write a lot of spoken word poetry at the moment, mainly for charitable things. I call that musical theatre still. I call everything I write a musical. I'm not writing as much as I would normally write in terms of traditional theatre, but I do write for young performers quite a lot. But currently I'm making a new theatre gaming hybrid system, a mechanic for telling stories, because I think live performance and live action role play and gaming and theatre have a lot in common with each other. So I'm interested in things that people, thoughts that you have about that if you're a gamer, or any thoughts that anybody has about different ways to present musical theatre other than through a traditional fourth wall American book musical 2-act format. I'd love to hear from other people who are making differently presented work. And I'd love to hear from you if you're interested in gaming and want to talk more about that with me. My system is called the Copenhagen Interpretation, and it also has a Facebook group if you're interested. I think that's all. Therese, thanks so much for doing this. It's really brilliant. And thanks to all the wonderful people who are in all of my tribes. I take great strength and courage and pleasure from having your wonderful company.